What about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Fuck. Okay. Well, that's fine then. How do I? Can you hear me?
Hello everybody, this is Kyle. Welcome back to another video by DissociaDID.
Get out. No, it's not. Good evening, good morning, and good day. And thank you so much for once again choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me. Bugger, I blinked. I was trying not to blink. A little bit of your time with me. Bugger, I blinked. I was trying not to blink.
Okay, what am I doing?
Bugger, I blinked. I was trying not to blink.
Okay, hello everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about Grandad's Lounge, and I'm going to be reacting to Grandad's Lounge, reacting to DissociaDID, because first of all, it's a piece of history that we all have. Oh, you guys know that I was watching this. So embarrassing. But what was I talking about? He reviewed these DissociaDID videos that DissociaDID ended up deleting. So,
Hello everybody.
okay. So I'm going to go make my coffee and let you guys listen to this and let me know if you want to listen to this, or do you want to listen to a better one, and I'll talk about that one.
Hello everybody, this is Kyle. Welcome back to another video by DissociaDID.
It's not. Good evening, good morning, and good day. Thank you so much for once again choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me. Bugger, I blinked. I was trying not to blink. Oh, I can't be that much of a psycho even if I try. Right. In the news today, satanic ritual abuse cults, devil-worshipping Satanists out to abuse your children and give them DID, and also a bit of casual self-hypnosis with Kyle. But first, and I am very sorry, Bobo, I need to show everyone a quick clip.
Yeah, what was the first image of, like what was the first media portrayal of this disorder? Whether it's accurate or not, what was the first kind of image that you saw, that you guys saw?
Fight Club.
Fight Club, wow. Mine was actually a documentary about a lady on YouTube. And I saw, I must have been like 15, 16. And that was way before I knew about the idea. I wasn't diagnosed, or like it was suggested to me when I was 19. So when I saw that, I found it so interesting. And I was like, this is absolutely terrifying. I can't imagine living like that. Can you imagine having that kind of trauma? Because her trauma was like satanic cult abuse. And I remember watching it and thinking, Christ, like that's so interesting, but also, oh my god, I'm so glad nothing like that ever happened to me.
Green, green, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Satanic ritual abuse is a debunked wackadoodle conspiracy theorist that holds as much weight as flat earth conspiracies and anti-vaxxers. Completely bizarre, insane nutjob beliefs. It's pretty much what QAnon stems from. It's QAnon, a bunch of insane, deluded conspiracy theorists that believe that there are groups of devil-worshipping Satanists out there touching your children. There's always people who share these sorts of crazy beliefs. They themselves have effectively formed a cult of people that go out of their way to maliciously dox, persecute, harass, and just attack anyone who disagrees with them. I myself, making these videos, I'm probably putting myself at a lot of risk of being doxed and harassed by these fucking nut jobs. But why am I talking about a 40-year-old debunked conspiracy theory? Because Nin, DissociaDID, is currently raising money for a charity that still promotes this dangerous, malicious belief. Yes, really. First person plural, the charity that Nin is currently working with and Mr. Remy Lacrone works with, who himself was one of the founding leaders of this whole SRA, satanic ritual abuse conspiracy theory. Yeah, she's currently raising money for conspiracy theorists, a conspiracy theory that she herself believes in. I always knew she was insane. I didn't realize she was this insane. On First Person Plural's website, they have a resources page where they link to their recommended reading and resources, upon which there's this thing called Ritual Abuse Network Scotland, formerly known as Izzy's Promise, and also Ritual Abuse Information and Networking Support Reigns. This stuff is fucking crazy, man. So, you're gonna have to Google the Reigns list. It's amazing. This charity website, which is supposedly one of the UK's leading and like only specific DID charitable organizations, you know, next to their links of the definition of dissociation, maladaptive dissociation, dissociative experiences, next to these very informative links, they've got things like mind control. So next to links to the Pottergate Centre for Trauma and Dissociation, you literally have links to debunked conspiracy theorist websites and articles, websites which, if you go on, it starts looking quite professional, but you'll quickly, come across their articles like, what are rituals? And this stuff is creepy and gross, but also just like this weird, twisted horror fiction writing that people should not be suggesting is real. This is fucked. All survivors report that they are thoroughly cleaned and scrubbed before entering the proceedings, and the cleansing is very abusive and intrusive. Often the cleaning includes inner cleansing, such as making sure that the stomach and bowels are empty. The survivor may be told that this cleansing is essential so that their impurities do not tarnish the ritual, but it's probably more to do with making sure that survivors are not able to vomit, etc. during the ritual. Sometimes at the beginning of the event, the survivor is dressed in a robe. Nothing is worn underneath. Survivors report the abusers reading from the group Bible, chanting, swaying, and dancing themselves into frenzy. Often the participants of the event, i.e. the abusers, stand in a close semicircle round the altar, and often survivors talk about being placed on the altar where they are then abused, firstly by those people who are officiating, and then by all group members. Survivors talk about the different colours worn by abusers and survivors to indicate their status. Through the colours worn, everyone knows at a glance which position is held and where everyone is in the pecking order. Right, my God, then the Illuminati, the Freemasons are a thing, yeah, sure, and they're not out there raping your children. Like, they're not devil worshippers. I mean, the Catholic Church thinks they're devil worshippers and they do try to practice magic, but that's beside the point. The Masons are insane. I still don't think they're out there raping children in massive paedophile rings. Last time a massive paedophile ring was exposed in this country, I don't want to start like a fucking race war here, but it was a bunch of Muslims. It was disgusting. It was fucked up. Oh, you want to know who else is in paedophile rings? Dead cunts like Jeffrey Epstein, people like the Clintons, people like Trump, the fucking royal family. They're the real paedophile rings, you dumbass shit. Oh my God. No. These people link to wonderful sources like this, where they talk about human experimentation and MK Ultra and biological, what a wonderfully literate looking research source. I mean, this is a fantastic place to get reference. The Spider Cat weblog. This is the shit they believe. 2 members of a witches' coven in St. Ives, Cornwall, convicted at Truro Crown Court in December 2012 for their ritualistic, sickening sex abuse of young girls. Now, this is fucked up, right? Because, yeah, there were some paedophiles that were doing this shit, and the words of the court were ritualistic, sickening. They weren't in a witches' coven. That's not what ritualistic means. Oh my fucking God. This video is going to be so hard to follow, and I'm sorry, but I'm still piecing it together, and there is a 2-hour documentary coming. I just needed to get this shit out there. Dr. Joan Coleman's Reigns list. This is the fucking thing. Dr. Joan Coleman. Joan Coleman, nutjob, spoke to this woman called HG. Spoke to this woman who had dissociative identity disorder, who told her about a paedophile ring, and off the back of learning about 20 paedophiles, she extended it to hundreds and hundreds of people. I mean, this chick definitely wasn't just trying to start her own cult with all these like shorthands and things. No, she wasn't in a cult herself, and there isn't now a cult about it. What the fuck even is this? Darren Jackson junkie killed by group, no details. I am sorry if I'm going insane. It's Christmas Eve. I've lost the plot. It's all inspired by a Christmas present to me, which you're going to see in a second. This woman, Joan Coleman, literally wrote a list of people she didn't like this doctor, posts his address and where he lives exactly down to the postcode. Is available to the group for treatment of any members who are excessively beaten, etc. Also does the experimental operations to practice his surgical skills years ago. Bilateral mastectomy and tracheotomy on N. The latter went wrong and caused severe damage to her larynx, for which she had to have a surgical repair job in France. Voice still very husky last time I heard it. This is their evidence of these satanic ritual abuse cults. These writings by this mad woman, Joan Coleman. This is their evidence. I didn't have to go on a Google deep dive to find this stuff. I was just following the links from First Person Plural's websites. So yay, DissociaDID's now raising money for fucking conspiracy theorists. Oh, right. My God. Now, this next video isn't by me. It's just a Christmas present we love, and I'm incredibly grateful for this because it made me smile. Just enjoy. It's better than everything I've done so far.
Hello everybody, this is Kyle. Welcome back to another video by DissociaDID. The more stuff is repeated to you, even if you don't believe it, this is why self-affirmations work, right? Even if you're repeating something that you don't believe, your brain recognizes that repetition and will start to believe it. Take time for yourself. Not just take time for yourself, but take time to just be with yourself. Now, the stuff I've just said works for anyone, regardless of any mental illnesses, if you even have a mental illness, if you are a system, whether you've got DID, OSDD, or not. But if you do have DID or OSDD specifically, what I was saying about spending time with yourself, you also need to make time to communicate with your system, and not just in your average way. I think last week Nin made a video about how to communicate and how to organise and have a productive life with DID or OSDD. That's stuff that you can just do generally, right? You still need to take time to just sit for a minute and look inwards. Not everyone can see their inner worlds. Not everyone has communication with the other alters in their systems at all. But just sit and feel it. Sometimes the emotions and the stress that you hold in your body and stuff like that ain't always coming from you. And if you're too stressed or too distracted by your phone to be paying attention to what your body and your system is telling you, you're going to fall into crisis a lot faster than if you were able to pay attention and pick up those signals. The amount of times as primary protector, when Nina's got stuck out for a couple of days, front-in for a couple of days, the amount of times I've been trying to get messages through to Nin, and she's been so overwhelmed with what is going on in this external world. She's just glued to her phone, just trying to calm down, that none of my messages are getting through. I cannot contact her, no matter how loudly I shout. If I can't get through, I can't get through, because her attention, she's blocked me out, right? It doesn't help, as an alter. I mean, all of us are alters. Nin's an alter too. But as a primary protector, it's really frustrating. The host is always just doing what they think is best, this is difficult for all of us, right? Letting go a little bit and just setting some time aside to just sit, let it open, just sit, listen, try and reach out in your mind. Who's close? Can you tell? What are you feeling right now? Are you sure those feelings are coming from you? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel anxious? Is your heart beating fast? Are you holding your shoulders tight? When was the last time you unclenched your jaw? Are you sat stooped over? Roll your shoulders up to the sky. Not all the way round, up to the sky, up to the top. Let them drop. To the sky, let them drop. You may have just heard my back again. Just doing little things like that. Notice what your body is telling you and let your mind be open to receiving messages from your elders. It ain't as easy as that. I know it ain't, and it ain't going to work this way for every system. Just bear it in mind that that's another important reason to be taking time to be with yourself. Reacquaint yourself with who you are. Turn off that social media. No judgment. Nobody's watching you. Social media ain't a real world. No outside influence, no filters, no likes, no comments, no. You're free to just be. Utilize smells like candles or essential oils because scent is our strongest sense connected to memory. You're going to relate that smell to relaxation. And whenever you smell it, your body's going to relax quicker. You're going to get into that state of mind faster and easier. Turn the lights down. Paint bad art. Allow yourself to simply be. Self-care ain't just about what you're doing physically to look after yourself or what you're doing physically to relax. It's about the state of mind that you're in, the regularity of it. Those repeating messages, like I said, make it a habit. But just going through the motions ain't going to help you. You've got to be in that state where you're as close to feeling safe as you possibly can be. And if you can't feel safe, I mean, it ain't all right, but it's all right. When you can't put your life on hold or work towards it, you deserve to work towards it. You deserve to feel better. Don't forget you're a human being. You need to treat yourself like one. You're a person first and foremost. All right, Dave. Thank you for watching. I hope that this was helpful, reassuring, validating, whatever you needed it to be. All right, babes. Thank you for watching. I hope that this was helpful.
All right, sorry you guys. I was making my coffee and then I ended up talking to my sister. But the video that I really wanted to react to was this one because like I feel like it's kind of important to go through like Granddad's Lounge has a lot of stuff that is set against him. Like he has bipolar disorder, he has symptoms of PTSD, and so he's done bad stuff. However, I mean, I don't know all about everything, so like, if with any valid reasons, but because that would be like. So
mental illness that exists.
DissociaDID actually uploaded these videos before she had to delete them because Sergio, we'll say his name, ended up like, suing her. We all know this. And so these are the videos that she took down, this one and the Jade one and the Kyle one. And I think the Jade one might still be up, but this is the only video footage of DissociaDID in this time, and it's very eye-opening about, I don't know, it's just every time we get really surprised about how DissociaDID's like pushing the bar by you literally can't even see me, can you? How embarrassing. Oh, you can see me. Are you serious?
In the slightest from anything. Dissociating, melting down, amnesia.
Okay, so I am going to play a part of his video, and then I'm going to discuss my compliments, my constructive criticism, and my freaking, what else? Yes, we can see you. That's good. But yeah, so we can make comments about the behavior that both DissociaDID and Granddad's Lounge are making in this live stream. So
time. Like, how is this person?
nature for all time. Like, how is this person, a 25-year-old woman who's had one serious life relationship where she didn't know for more than a year that this person was displaying predatory behavior, and then defended their predatory behavior, and has had to call off a marriage. This person, a few months later, is going to give dating advice, right? Oh my fucking god, why? Right, let's do this. Oh, so stupid. Really, Chloe? Like, really? Why? Why are you doing this? Is this to embarrass yourself? That's the other question. I'm going to play it for like 20 seconds, and then I'm going to pause it and check the chat just to see if you can hear her with me talking over her and all of that stuff. And there's like a 20-second delay or something, so just bear with me a second. Oh. Why is she like trying to fucking brain fuck us already? Oh, good god, internet. You can do this. I'm gonna not be able to watch her in HD. That's a fact. Oh, shush. Oh.
So Princess Toshi has some things to say. Princess Toshi wants us to know that I should be careful because he might fly out to Arizona and bite my face. Princess Toshi. I mean, I need Eric Tiger here because he knows a lot more information than I do. But from what I've heard, the things he's done is just like a result of his mental illness, and obviously there's nothing okay about what did he do? Did he beat up his girlfriend? Okay, first of all, that's not an excuse. I'm sorry. But his hair looks stupid also. Oh my god, I don't know. Like, I like his hair. Like, I don't like him because he fucking beat his girlfriend. But I did like his hair. And also I think he lives near my grandparents in England. So maybe I should be careful. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, all of this is alleged. Okay.
1080p. No, the hypnosis powers might work in 1080p. Can't risk that. She audible? Was I audible while she was audible? What are we saying? Oh, I love that she's got a nice little. But guys, can we hear me and her? That's the question. Can we hear both of us? I need to know before I continue. Yeah. She switches in this camera. Oh god, there's a switch. Of course there's a switch. How did I not notice that? Wow, sound is a bit low. Okay. Bit quiet. She's a bit quiet. So turn up the general output.
maybe that'll help. And I mean, I'm new to streaming, guys. This is my second stream, so you're gonna have to bear with me for a minute or
relate to
two.
that so
Just
much.
think of this as the new Grandad's Lounge Sunday night podcast. How about that? That could be a pretty chill thing. Doing like a Sunday podcast.
I have to go make sure you guys.
Let's just see what this is like. I guess if this is no good, you're just gonna have to turn your volume up when she's talking and I'm not talking, and then have to like, you know, you can just have to jazz it around a bit. Also, I suppose trigger warning: incoming insanity, incoming pure shit and garbage. Here we go. Sally. Hello, Sally.
This video is about dating people with the
I thought you were called Chloe. That's with the creepy little girl voice. Creepy little girl voice is already pissing me off so much. I can't endure this. Why she was staring at the camera. Okay. I can do this. I believe in myself. I believe in us, gang. We can do this.
Singular integrated personality, whether you are a system yourself.
My thing is her tone is very high pitched, like almost unrealistically, almost as if she's acting.
Just to let you know. But the fucking like 60s hippie shit. Also, go and watch Multiplicity and Me's Jess's video that she did for Sunday Night Australia. She did a little documentary with them with Remy Atbarone in it. Go watch that and tell me if DissociaDID did just completely steal the intro from her. Oh, just put it on at the end of this and you'll see. Oh, fuck. I'm getting absolutely ear destroyed by this as well, so I hope you can all hear this.
Before we go any further, I'd like to introduce our sponsor for this video.
A sponsor?
Depression of identity disorder means
Oh,
sharing
God.
identity with other alters, and that can
Yeah.
make choosing products quite difficult for us. We tend to gravitate towards natural and ethical products that have a high variety of different options.
Of course you
So that
do.
can be swapped out depending on who's taking care of the body that morning. We've been using native.
Why does it look like she has to force her blinks? You know what I mean? Like,
Something that I have to say about native deodorant is that like DissociaDID like upsets me to a point where like I was house sitting one time and literally it just casually like someone had their native freaking whatever deodorant and stuff and body wash, and I was just thinking about how like this person is saying that they're different alters, like the different smells of the like obviously real alters would, but like she doesn't have DID, and she's just saying like whoever's taking care of the body that morning, it'll make it more easy. And it's like you're literally advertising your DID. Oh my god. And so I don't know, that's just a fun fact about me.
she's staring so hard, and then she's like, blink. Also, Jesus, I love it. I saw some people speculating that this video was just going to be an excuse for some sort of dating app sponsorship. Well, half right. This video is just an excuse for a sponsorship deal, that's for sure. Whew. Whew. Right, we can do this. Oh, good. I'm glad Nadia has a deodorant.
July 2020, I believe, and that's the longest we've ever stuck with one brand.
She's only stuck with a brand, any brand, 7 months. Wow. Wow. I don't think I've ever stuck with any brand for anything. I just buy whatever the fuck's cheapest at Poundland. Jeez.
Free and aluminium free, and it's so smooth and moisturizing. Native are also vegan and cruelty free, which supports the ethics of most of our systems. Native provides
I don't even have anything funny or witty to say to that. I don't. This is already scrambled my brains. This is already scrambled my brains. You see? You see what this does to me, guys? You see how this affects me and my mental health? I'm putting myself through trauma right now. I don't know why. Oh. But damn it, Chloe. Damn it. But yeah, go ahead. Use a vegan, cruelty-free deodorant. Why not? I mean, the only reason they're doing that is,
also offer trio bundles. So it was
Jesus
really
Christ.
easy to find signature scents for most of our main fronters without having to overspend. I honestly have to say that these are some of the best smelling products I think we've ever owned.
Oh,
Lynn uses peach and nectar.
Chloe, stop acting for once in your life. Be a fucking human being. Stop acting for goddamn time.
That's another thing I just wanted to say is like with the acting, it's like when you experience a system, whatever, switch on camera, you don't even have to do that, just experiencing a person, and you can just kind of, some people can just kind of tell like if somebody is acting, even if it's not acting to an extent of faking an alter, but acting to the extent of lying or something. And you can see, I think, clearly here that DissociaDID's wearing a mask. Like, that's not, like, if it is Sally, then Sally's always wearing a mask, because that's, do you know what I mean? Like, have you ever met someone who has acted like Sally? Because it seems more like a cartoon. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. Have you seriously ever met anyone like Sally? I could be wrong.
It's so annoying. Oh, fuck. Right. So, Nin's favourite is this, huh?
Which is a really sweet, syrupy scent. I always go for French vanilla and buttercream because it smells exactly like cake frosting, and I love that. Kyle uses citrus and herbal musk. And
How old is this alter meant to be?
Ruby is the only one of us who consistently goes for poppy and cactus flower. Native offers free shipping to the US, and they also deliver to other countries too. 3 deodorants are usually $36 shipping to the US, and they also deliver to other countries too. Deodorants are usually $36.
Chloe, you're a British YouTuber. Offer us in Britain, offer us in England the free shipping, damn it. Come on. Be haggling with the sponsorship guys, woman. Be like my main man, Legal Eagle, who asserts and guarantees that his deals are the best deals possible. Just the same as every other YouTuber, but still. It's scrambling my brains.
You get them for $24, which is 33%. That works out to about $8 per stick for an extremely impressive. Thank you so much, Native, for supporting us by sponsoring this video. So, advice for dating system.
You guys saw the forced blink as well. I'm so happy you saw the forced blink. It's so weird. She forces herself to blink, and it's because she's got this insane like disconnect between the facial emotions occurring, you know, the lower side of her face and the facial emotions occurring up here. You know, this part of her face, if you crop it, it's just blank. You know, dead, completely dead inside. Whereas down below, that's where all the emotions are, and then occasionally she remembers that up here also has to act, and so in comes the eyebrows and the blinking, and it's. I'm not saying that she's a psychopath. I'm not saying that. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Okay. Oh, Kyle is like 18, right? Aged up now. Kyle's aged up. Sorry, I'm just going to be reading your comments every now and then as well, because I cannot just do nothing but watch this insanity. I need you guys to keep me sane. Stay deodorant. Right. Carry on.
A lot of things that need to be kept in mind when you're dating a system that might not have to even think.
Also, if you think it's rude that I keep calling her Chloe and I'm dead naming her or some shit like that, go fuck yourself. That's in her terms and fucking conditions. She is called Chloe Wilkinson, aka Nin. Like, and to be honest,
Yeah, I understand why people dead name Chloe, because people don't think that she has DID, so it's like, why should we feed into the narrative? But I definitely see how flipping off the camera, Grandad, I understand how you could get a little mad. Like, Dissociated, I feel like me and Grandad relate on the same level of getting really frustrated, but I guess I'm able to contain it better. I just let it boil up inside me. Yeah, also, why are you calling her a narcissist? Like, that's, how could you possibly know?
she's just like, the DissociaDID isn't her. DissociaDID is a business. It's a private limited company run by many people that is Chloe Wilkinson. I need to stop being so mean. I need to stop this.
One of the first things that you should do is make sure that you understand what OSDD and any other illnesses that your partner may have.
Go educate yourself.
Be informed and educated about
She's so annoying. She's so annoying.
you through your relationship with them. Alters are their own individuals and they are just as much a real person as you are. They are all individuals.
No, they are not, and that directly goes against what is in all of the diagnostic manuals and like medically regarded as having some kind of scientific basis, journals and studies that propose integration and not viewing the alters as their own individuals, viewing them as what they are, which is a part of your brain that is caused through dissociation, traumatic dissociation. It's part of your brain, and it is not another person. It is you, and it can integrate. There's fusion or something between alters, but the real goal is integration into becoming a whole, so that you don't keep dissociating in order to cope with certain aspects of your life. Dissociation should not be the goal. Like, not having panic attacks, not dissociating, and being able to function stably should be the goal. So stop saying that they're own fucking individuals and they're not. My God, is she going to try and vote with all of them? They're not different people. They're you.
And they will all have their own preferences.
Chill, Pete, chill.
That means that you need to learn as many of them as you can. Respect each alter because they are their own person and everybody deserves respect, even if you're not dating them. One of the first things to figure out when you're dating somebody who has more than one personality is, who are you dating? Are you dating at all? Is this a strictly sexual relationship? Is it a...
Can you please stop fucking the camera whilst talking in this little girl voice, please? This is weird. And I know her fans and her stans won't notice this because they are children. How are they going to notice a manipulative fucking adult manipulating them and deceiving them? It's not.
This I do agree with.
Go watch the latest Danny Gonzalez video where he's talking about just how easily teenagers are tricked and manipulated on TikTok. It's not hard. And it ends up tricking and manipulating adults in the process. Oh, come on. Just stop. just stop being so fake your entire fucking life. Can you? Is that hard? Like,
romantic relationship, or is it something different? And who is involved? Just because you're dating one alter, even if that's the host, the alter who's out most often, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily in a relationship with that system or with anybody else in that system. Just because one alter might be using that body and you're dating them in that body doesn't mean.
This is all very interesting, and it's also like, how did DissociaDID know all of this? Like, DissociaDID doesn't know how to freaking not like try to manipulate and scare her traumatized audience who ended up turning against her because of her actions. Like, I don't know. I see that, but I don't know. Let's just continue.
That you are entitled to anybody else who uses that body. Dating one doesn't mean dating all. Respect each alter's boundaries.
yeah, like definitely don't go trying to smooch up or fucking end. Like, don't go trying to make out with your partner if she's in the middle of a dissociative episode. You know, that's actually something that I do think Multiplicity, me, Jess, and her boyfriend, whatever his name, Dave. He's a proper lad. He's my boy. You're my boy. What your name is? I've forgotten. I'm really bad with names. I'm really sorry. I've got so many names in my head right now. It's painful. My head has been spinning these last few days, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, they talk about this stuff in quite a healthy and decent manner in the documentary that I'm going to put on after this, I think. And it's just laid out. But I'm like, rambling. Carry on, Pete. Brain fucked.
Everybody will feel differently about you, and that's okay. They don't answer to you, they answer to their own system. Set rules about dating.
Basically, if your partner's dissociating, if your partner's currently like another alter, don't do the things with them that you normally do, because that could basically come across as assault. You know, if my partner was in the middle of a panic attack, I wouldn't in that moment then go and try and make out with her. That's just common sense, right? Right? You know, you don't do these sorts of, like, if your partner's ill and vomiting, you don't go and try and make out with them, do you? It's when your partner's literally like acting like a child, for example, and talking in a child's voice and playing with dollies, you know, maybe don't try and go and make out with them and stuff. That would be really creepy and inappropriate and disgusting and pedophilic.
Who can date who? If you consider what would happen if you're dating one alter, then another alter in the system falls in love with you or becomes very attracted to you, have you thought about how you would handle that situation?
So I have a few system friends, or I mean friends, acquaintances, but whatever. And some of them I would really consider friends, and you know who you are, LMAO. And so it's just kind of odd because it doesn't exactly work. I don't understand why DissociaDID knows all of this information about how to date with alters and what's consensual with alters when it's like, don't you like how do, like, you don't know, like, basically what I'm trying to say is that communicating with your alters is in some circumstances not good. Like, if you're not ready, if you're a DID system, you stumble upon DissociaDID's channel and you get the idea to merge Sorry, you guys. I think okay. No, this is like such a horrible not feel like my mechanics of it. I feel bad, but we're back in business, so that's good. All right, let's see here. So we are at 20:15. Five.
Stop asking me questions. I thought you were meant to be giving me advice. Oh, where's... Stop. I can't... Those are too many questions. My brain was already wrinkled. It was already scrambled. And now she's just throwing like 100 different questions at me. Why?
They have the right to do what they want. But again, you're involved now. And ultimately, system responsibility means that the system has to take responsibility for any action done by any alter. If you don't know how you feel about this, at least set down rules for how you would discuss.
Yeah. You, the human being, is legally responsible for whatever the fuck you do, no matter how you might feel or what state you might be in. That's generally how the law works. You are correct there, Chloe. You cannot evade responsibility for slapping someone around the face or calling them a cunt just by saying, oh, that wasn't actually me. You could potentially try, but it shouldn't go down that well for you. I don't think. No. Oh, fuck's sake. I hate this.
Communicate about the situation should it come up in the future. Things to consider are jealousy. What if one alter gets jealous if you're spending more time with somebody else? What if one person wants to date you and gets jealous of the alter who is dating you because they're not allowed? If that is your circumstance. Safety is...
I'm so confused. She's talking about so many people. I don't know who's dating who.
You should sit down and interrogate them. It means that you should pay attention to what their triggers are and maybe have a conversation about them if you're comfortable. Are there any particular...
You should pay attention to what their triggers are, but it is entirely the other person's responsibility to learn and discover what their triggers are, and if engaging in a serious relationship with somebody, at some point have that conversation with them. It is entirely your responsibility as the person who might have something that triggers you to protect yourself from said triggers. If your partner is doing something that might trigger you, it is entirely your responsibility to inform them that that is the case. It is not their responsibility to magically be aware of anything that might go wrong. No. There's a reason why none of my friends know any of the things that might trigger me to this date, despite hanging out with me loads and having triggered me into having really awful panic attacks. And
I kind of disagree with what he's saying right now, because like if you were a severely traumatized person, sometimes like and Granddad would know he has PTSD. People shouldn't just have to like, oops, like if you have of ketchup or something, if you have a reaction to ketchup, it's like if you tell someone, it's fine. Like, and asking anyone is fine, and really helpful, I think, just to know. You know what I mean?
in the past, they still don't know exactly what the things are that they've done that have caused that, because I haven't shared it with them, because I don't, like, I love them as friends, but I don't want to fuck them. They're not my partner. They're not who I spend my life with. She's the only person that I've let in on that stuff, and certain members of my family. And otherwise, it is entirely my responsibility to avoid ending up in a situation that might cause me to have some kind of dissociative fucking panic attack. That's obvious. Stop. Yeah, she says it's about taking responsibility, but she is always giving her an audience a way to shift the blame and subvert the blame, and it's fucking sneaky and horrible, and I hate it. I actually hate it. It is a nasty thing to do. It is manipulative, just to the highest order, and it's such a disgusting thing for a person to do. Horrible.
Topics or situations that are triggering for you that I should know about. I can make sure to avoid them in the future and be careful when they come up. That's a good way to start a conversation, for example. You don't need to ask about their trauma, and it is absolutely within their right to not talk about
just there on your second date. By the way, do you have any triggers or anything that I should be aware of just in case I end up triggering? No.
Maybe.
No.
anything to do with this. It will make things easier if you can point out what is triggering so that they know what to avoid, what to be careful around, and also how to respond in the case that somebody does get triggered.
Also, I'd like to just point out the entire concept of triggers and trigger words. It comes down to like Russian conspiracy, the whole like communist Russian conspiracy stuff during the Cold War. Trigger words were something that was theorized could be used to set off the Russian sleeper agents in America at a moment's notice to try and overtake the state. That's where the terminology of trigger words comes from and what triggers actually are. And it's literally regarded as pseudoscience. I understand that I do have things that can trigger me, but I still wouldn't call them. I don't like calling them triggers. That's why I do that, because it's PTSD. I have things that can cause me to have a panic attack. Trigger is just it's got far too many roots and associations with insane 1980s conspiracy theories. Completely insane 1980s conspiracy theories that carry heavily anti-Semitic overtones. And it's somehow, over the last 10 years, just become commonly adopted into mental health vernacular, thanks to the works of a certain DID professor.
Valerie Simonson?
Guys, you have no idea how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Any different per alter. Some might want to be comforted and taken away from the situation.
I don't know how to describe
Others might want to pretend that it's not happening. Some will need support and physical affection to help ground them. Others will not want to be touched under any circumstances as it currently works. So try to be aware of the triggers of the system in general and of specific alters, how to deal with that best. But remember, it's not your responsibility to take control or take responsibility for their healing. That is what a therapist does. And
That's true.
You're not their therapist.
Also, what
that
they
is a
should do.
professional's job description. What they need from you is love.
A professional should never take control of somebody else's healing. It is not a therapist's job to take control of your mental health. That is a very slippery slope. That leads into a world of really, really disgusting patient-doctor relationships, or I guess in your case, just patient-person relationships, because they're not professionals, they're just people. Patient-therapist relationships, that is exactly how these incredibly unhealthy, dangerous situations form, where a therapist, an unqualified therapist, a quack, can be given an enormous amount of power and control over every aspect of their patient's life. I'm getting triggered. Genuinely. Fucking hell.
I agree that like Granddad's Lounge like will react to things that me and you might not react to, and also like him being blamed about stuff is not cool though, for show. Like there's definitely someone is more likely to listen to you statistically if you are kind and understanding and listen. So, I mean, and unfortunately, I think that some of the things Granddad's Lounge has to say is really smart. Like, I think he's a very intelligent man. However, nobody wants to listen to him because he'll say things like just rude stuff. Like, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but yeah.
Okay. Learn about their no-go zones, whether that is physical, emotional, or conversational. Different alters may have aversions to being in ways or certain places.
I think a good no-go zone is not making out with your partner when you're in Disneyland Paris queuing with a bunch of children and families around you. I think most people's sort of healthy no-go zone is overt public displays of affection when you're around little children at a kid's park. I think literally tonguing your partner whilst in queue at Disneyland Paris is a no-go zone for everyone, Chloe. Fuck you.
That's because of trauma or just personal preference. It doesn't matter. That is a boundary, and you need to know about it. Another good thing to do is learn to check in before you bring up specific topics of conversation. This is something that is helpful in any relationship, regardless of whether that is
learn to check in
or sexual or friendships or
love how whenever she says sexual or sexual. Ooh, it's sexual. Can't look at the camera because we're saying the sex word. It's like when you're at school, ooh, penis, ooh, vagina. Oh, it's so sexual. Ooh, it's so sexual. God. I hope I'm not coming off like that absolute cumbag that just went mental at Trisha Paytas the other day. Because Hair by Jay, he is fucking scum. What a disgusting little prick. I hope I don't seem quite that unhinged. But I'm not gonna lie, a little bit unhinged right now. Didn't get high enough before this. Did not get high enough.
Relationships. Professional colleagues. Learn to check in. Hey, I'd like to talk about this right now. Are you in a place where you're alright to discuss that? Are you emotionally available for this conversation right now? How are you feeling? Would you be able to handle a conversation about X, or would you like to postpone it until you feel ready? Never share your information between.
That is how to have a relationship in the future, where we must all talk like robots. Hey there, babe. Are you available emotionally for a deep, intimate conversation about our future and my issues with you right now? If you are not, please reply no. No, I'm not going to talk to somebody like that. Just because you are a pathetic little snowflake does not mean everyone needs to conform to you. Of course, I get this is a video about dating people with DID, so maybe, fair enough. But there's far less robotic, weird, trancey, creepy ways of phrasing this, and I really don't want this to become like a standardized way for people to talk. Oh God, that would traumatize me. Right. We're going to get to 10. We're halfway through, so I'm going to check the comments again before I completely lose my marbles. What we been saying, eh? Oh man, you guys have been chatting away. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You remember Pinata acting like a werewolf while making out with Chloe? Oh. Nan videos, yeah, they were disgusting. Checking in has been really helpful to my relationship as long as it's not so repetitive and overwhelming. Yeah, like maybe saying one of those things. Where am I saying? Where is the camera facing? I don't know what I'm doing. There. Yeah, I get that could be useful to an extent, to be honest. Just not saying it like a robot. She had sex with Ribbon. Yeah, she had sex with
Deaf. A better way that he could have said this is just like, and you do you, Granddad. You do you. I'm not telling you how to. Oh my God. I used to have less subscribers than Grandad. Way less. That's crazy. Thank you guys for subscribing. Oh my god. Because like I don't watch Grandad regularly, but I did watch him with all the Dissociated drama. Now there's like all this stuff coming out about him. And one time I went on his stream and like commented something, and his commenters were mean to me, so I just kind of like I don't know. So I just stopped. But yeah, should we continue?
Like 16-year-old werewolf. Don't forget when they did that, they were supposedly in their little altars. Oh, I've not forgotten. That is upsettingly burnt into my head. Fuck. It is, disgusting. Actually disgusting. How can you do that? So weird. She definitely drank the Kool-Aid. She did. Okay. If you want someone to help you when you're struggling, you have to communicate. Yes, exactly. This is not down for them to be a mind reader and be like, oh, why are you, I just need to, so no, that's when you start getting these assuming questions. Oh, God, just don't be a fucking cunt, basically. Just, live with some, like, basic human decency, morals, respect. Stop blaming Jews and Satanists for all your problems. Don't be a cunt. Good rule that. Don't be a cunt. Grandad's Lounge.
That's good advice, but calling someone a cunt is not going to make them like you very much.
There is a reason
Sorry, I missed that.
about X. What would you like to put on it? Never share information between alters unless you have explicit permission to do so. There is a reason that amnesia exists. There is a reason that the mind developed whatever disorder this person has, and it was to survive and stay safe. It can be very difficult to see somebody who loves you.
No, the dissociative identity disorder isn't this magical mental illness that exists in order to protect you and keep you safe. It's caused through trauma. Dissociation and the horrible effects of it, it certainly appear to be caused through devastating trauma. But that doesn't mean it's there to protect you. It's just an unfortunate thing that's occurred. That's like saying my bipolar is there to protect me. No, you fucking villain prick. Panic attacks don't protect people at all, in the slightest, from anything. Dissociating, melting down, amnesia does not protect you in any shape, way, or form. Blacking out and having no idea where you are, waking up somewhere in a different city, in a different location, as you yourself described in videos, waking up in another city and no idea how you got there, that doesn't protect you. You absolutely.
I know that in a lot of ways, having dissociative identity disorder is really helpful for a person with PTSD, because guess what? You have flashbacks that are too complex for, I don't know, yourself to handle, and it's like,
Bell end. Stop making it seem like this magical, wonderful thing to have. According to research from your own people, with Valerie Simonson or Catherine Livingston or Melanie Goodwin, one of those fucking nutters, they've confirmed something that I've been theorizing for a while, which is that DID is just an extreme form of BPD or EUPD. Because have you heard of a single person with this disorder, dissociative identity disorder, that doesn't also have a diagnosis of borderline personality disorder or emotionally unstable personality disorder? No. And as has been theorized by one of your very own quacks, that's because it seems to just be an extreme form of it, in which case it is a learned personality disorder not something that makes you special and amazing, just something that kind of sucks and debilitates your life and needs to be treated. Grow the fuck up.
Of suffering and hurting, and perhaps if you watch an alter have a flashback, things might suddenly start to make sense to you, and you might want to pass that information on to another person.
Yeah, that'd be the right thing to do. No, you're wrong. No.
And it's likely because
That's it's only according to your fucking quacks at FPP.
I have been told by multiple system friends that communicating with other alters is dangerous. If you learn other things at a time that you're not ready, that's embarrassing. You're gonna freaking have these horrible flashbacks, horrible experiences, take 10 steps back. Like some people with like DID, a lot of people unfortunately are stolen by unaliving, and yeah.
I mean, if they're weak, incapable, or avoiding it, that's just the way their brain is working. This is all part of trauma processing, and it needs to be handled with a professional, delicately, and in an informed manner. Do not try and interrupt, speed up, or interfere with trauma processing. It can have disastrous results. That includes sharing information about trauma to alters that don't know about it yet. I'm not a trauma holder, but I've experienced people
I'm tripping out, man. I'm zoning out here. The music. Oh. Why is she doing this? DissociaDID, stop making your videos so weirdly trancy and hypnotic, please. I actually find it quite hard sometimes to focus on the message of what she's saying because it just rambles. Like, she's quite monotone, I guess, is part of the issue. You know, that's how her voice goes all the time.
I think the reason that what he's basically talking about, and he's going into more elaboration about the fact that I think this is acting, like with alters, I feel like, from what I've learned, they're people, right? Like they're not characters. They are human beings with, you know, and they're not acting. And so if it seems like they're acting, is there an excuse to that? Like maybe Multiplicity and me talked about how Jake has an American accent and he's not used to being in a body that's used to speaking in a British accent or a Welsh accent, I should say. So yeah, but I totally understand what he's saying.
And it's just this kind of like squeaky, monotone, boring, common British voice. She's not posh, trust me, she is not posh. Just common as muck. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I think her accent. Ooh, I'm not burp. No, I'm not. Am I gonna burp? No, I'm not. Sometimes I actually think her accent sounds like she comes from around here, and a lot of these sort of DID and SRA conspiracy theories actually have their roots near where I live, so who knows?
And it can be extremely distressing. I understand that you care.
What's she saying?
You want to help, and that this feels like in this circumstance, perhaps if I told them it would help. Please don't share anything without permission. This can go to smaller things.
Yeah, I definitely. Let me just go ahead and read this comment. So, Savine says BPD does not equal DID. People can have both, but DID is not extreme borderline like Grandad claims. And Grandad has been taught by Multiplicity and me, multiple DID creators and people with DID who are not creators, and he changed his mind. He believes in it now. So I understand how difficult it is living with mental illness, because especially when you grew up with childhood trauma, it's like I never learned how to have emotion regulation, how to express myself, but it's also just like, I don't know.
If someone tells you something important, please keep that to yourself. Be polite, kind, and respectful.
No, that's just how you avoid like taking layman criticism of things. If you're having a panic attack and listen to another otter and act like an absolute twat to me and say some awful things, when you're back to being Chloe, I'm gonna fucking tell you what you said. And then you better fucking apologize for it and take fucking responsibility for it. You don't go around, no, don't tell me that, it's triggering me. Pissant.
Otters aren't going to disappear because you don't get on. They're not an inconvenience. They're part of the person that you love, part of their experience, and part of who they are. There's no such thing as an evil otter. Please make sure that you are educated on persecutors. Again, it can be difficult to see an otter harming somebody that you love within the system, but there is a reason that they do what they do, and lashing out in anger or telling them horrible things.
Sorry, if you have an otter, his entire purpose is like self-harming you and sabotaging your life. That's pretty evil. It's not serving a purpose. It's not protecting you. This whole thing of persecutor otters. Fuck.
What Grandad is getting at here is like that protector alters persecute, like, okay, let's say protector alters, like they're not actually protecting, they're actually a mental illness, but and like the way DissociaDID is portraying it is as though those people, but like when you're experiencing DID, yeah, they are kind of the protector. They, you know, take like they are handling things that other people cannot. So I don't know what he's getting at here, but curious is curious.
I can't. Don't have any of my research on me right now. I'll just say things that are wrong if I start rambling right now, and I don't want to do that. Oh, fucking hell.
That they're a horrible person, what they're doing is...
I could probably just call this the fuck bomb stream. Just fuck my life. Fucking hell, fuck. Ah!
Will not help.
Play.
I know it can be difficult. I know it can be hard. But these
I know it can be hard.
exist and have a horrible time.
They exist. They have a horrible time. You must believe me. Where's the water? I need to cry.
extreme trauma in most cases.
Actually, I'm not going to cry because I will ruin my makeup.
They're hurting. You feel awful, and that needs to be handled again.
Also, like, I swear her voice is completely different now. 9 minutes 30. Now she's sounding more and more like Chloe.
Singular integrated person.
Yeah, her voice has slipped down to Chloe. Yeah, she's failed at keeping up the act this time.
You guys, let's say that DissociaDID like came up with these characters of Sally, right? And so you have freaking Sally and the way she talks, you know everything about her. If you're not even able to keep Sally on for a 13-minute video, I know it's trimmed down to 13 minutes, but like if you're not even able to keep the Sally accent for that long, or the Kaya accent in the video where DissociaDID talked about why they were gone, I think it's like it was a very like it seemed like she was trying desperately to put together Nin and Kyle and make like a very mixed deeper voice, and then like since the deep voice isn't her natural voice, freaking it got higher and more Chloe, like you might say, or Nin. So I don't know, that's just my opinion.
Fine. She's just, her voice has completely slipped down back into just being her and has lost the little high-pitched squeaky girly shit. That's hilarious. Oh, Chloe, you absolute twonk.
They deserve respect and love too. Even if you don't agree with how they act, even if you're angry with them, that doesn't give you a reason to be verbally abusive or manipulative towards them.
No, obviously. Nothing gives anyone an excuse ever to be verbally abusive or manipulative to somebody.
Except you, Chloe. You're allowed to.
But what I will say is when you're a public figure, literally listed as a business and a public figure, you are open to criticism and critique and discussion. And I am joking when I call you rude names. It is all a big joke. I actually, and this is going to sound crazy, gang, I don't really dislike her anymore. I think she's just kind of pathetic. But I've learned that she is just a tiny little speck in this entire shitstorm of insanity. I mean, she is just a bit of an attention-seeking loser who has copied somebody else's YouTube career to create her own, and just acted like an irresponsible, immature, narcissistic bellend, and in the process destroyed a community, endangered children, and opened them up to contact and influence by a predator. The fact that she defended Nan and carried on dating him for so long, and kept trying to persuade the community to let Nan back in, it's just disgusting.
Yes.
Why are you doing this, Chloe? Why are you doing this?
Really aware of what they are, why they act the way they do, or how to treat them. Never treat a child older as if they were an adult. It may seem strange to see an adult body acting and speaking like a child, but you need to keep in mind the reason. This individual has been deeply traumatized. Things that weren't their fault. They did not choose to do this, and there is nothing shameful about the fact that this is how the brain wired itself to survive. Littles, which is the colloquial term for younger alters, may...
The colloquial term for younger alters? What is this? Why is this so weird? She's gone back to being like... Well, now she's talking about littles. She's like, oh shit, my voice had slipped, and it starts going up again. And she's gone back to being her little girly mode. This is so cringe. Oh my god.
Act, think, and speak like children. All of this is valid, but they may also be able to understand extremely complex topics and do and use things like phones or have...
Well, I guess that's why, even though you've said it's like really scary and dangerous when you're a little and out and about and you can easily get lost, actually when you and Nan are at Disneyland and you were both walking around as littles and making out as littles, doing quite adult things, I guess you're explaining it now, you absolute... That's disgusting. I cannot stand this.
Strong conversation, be able to
Just
write,
gross.
or do athletic things that an average child of that age would not be able to do. That is because they share the same brain and they have been in existence a lot longer than the age that they are. They still have
The eternal child.
To some of the experiences that it's had, and some muscle memory too, but their emotional state, some of their processing will be that.
An eternal child that can fuck. Oh, kill me, shoot me.
Respectful and aware of dysphoria and trauma-based reactions. That does not mean that they owe you an explanation about anything. Privacy is important. That doesn't mean that you're not trusted or that you're any less loved. It's just important to have that privacy in any relationship. And it's important not to become codependent. Allow yourselves to be individuals.
It's important not to become codependent, is it, Chloe? Carry on.
Of just your relationship. For people who have experienced trauma bondings can be very hard to learn. As I said before, you are not responsible for the healing of your partner or partners. You're not responsible for holding their trauma, and you're also not there to fix or change them. They have survived everything up until this point, and they will continue to do so with the support of professionals. They don't need to be saved, and if they did for any reason, that's up to them.
Give Remiak her own money.
And not to you. Not everyone is healthy enough for a relationship at the same time, and that's all right. mental health situations and trauma happens and you can't predict it. Things change, and it's okay to step back if you need to. And it's also okay for them to do the same. And remember that it can take time to feel safe with feeling safe. If you're not used to that feeling, it can be flagged as dangerous. If safety is so new, then it's going to throw you off. I'm starting to dissociate now, so I think we should wrap it up here. If you have any questions, please leave them for us, and I'm sure that...
You didn't have to leave that in, did you? You could have thought, oh, I'm starting to dissociate now. Right. If you have any questions, leave them, blah, blah, blah. See you later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Done. No, you didn't do that.
No.
Instead, you said I'm starting to dissociate, and now you're going to leave yourself in switching, aren't you? Get back to it, Chloe. Your views.
And my thing about that is, why would Sally want to switch on camera? Like, is there this collective thing in the system of like, let's give as much attention to our disorder on camera and fetishize it as much? Because switching on camera like isn't necessarily fetishizing like at all, and if it's natural, but like, what is this? Like what? Like, okay, if I were starting to dissociate, like a lot of people who experience dissociation in which they literally turn into another alter, they oftentimes, everybody's different, sometimes switches could be super fast, but oftentimes they will literally take like, they will have to sit down, they'll have like, some people will get nauseous, they'll throw up, they'll need water, but if you notice here, and this is like, I was like flabbergasted when I first saw this, but nothing surprises me anymore, because like freaking the Mara video came out, and after that, literally, I don't think I could possibly be surprised by DissociaDID anymore unless she admitted to her wrongdoings. That would be outstanding. So yeah, this is great. You guys are gonna love this.
Just tanking that hard. You've got to start doing switch record on camera again. That's so pathetic. Really, really detestable, that. Just give that big, fat old thumbs down. Oh, I've still got a minute. We're going to get to see the switch. Get to see the switch. Let me dislike it. Okay. Just carry on. Carry on. Yeah, comment. Don't forget to comment, guys. Give me a big thumbs up. Oh my god, my laptop's going so slow. Wait, come on, here we go. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Technology's my friend. What are we doing? What is happening? Laptop. Laptop's about to like overheat and explode any second, isn't it? This is gonna happen at last. Please let me watch this.
If you have any questions, please leave them for us, and I'm sure that Nin will be able to
look around the room.
Anything else that you want to be discussed. I'm dissociated.
That's not what it looks like when I've seen it happen in real life, but okay, whatever. You can't, you can lose some facial effect. But oh my god, this is now officially as dramatic as the kids on TikTok. Wait, what was the slap? What did she do? Did she just slap her face? Oh, this is literally as dramatic as the kids on TikTok.
Hi everybody, it's Nin. Looks like video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, lots of love everybody.
Oh, this is so cute and quirky. Oh yes, that's so. Oh no. Oh, what a twonk. What an idiot. What an absolute flunker.
That was iconic.
What an absolute idiot.
That was amazing.
My giddy aunt. Oh, what's my hair doing? Oh, accidental mohawk. Did not even realise. Look at that, boys. Oh. was someone else. That was something else. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, DissociaDID. That was some solid.
He definitely could have been a lot nicer, I feel.
solid advice.
Like,
I appreciate your advice.
there's a lot of making fun of her. I mean, I see I see a lot of good points in there that he makes, but they're just covered by
What do you guys think?
the negatives, I think.
About her dating advice.
I just feel like it's like dating within systems is so complex. Like,
What are we doing about that?
you're not even supposed to be able to, like, not even supposed to. You're not even supposed to try to meet alters without guidance of therapy whenever you're ready. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. However, this is so doctorate level because, like, you've got, like, it's just next level, and it's, I don't know. There we go. Let's see what Granddad's Lounge has to say.
That was a journey. That was a hell of a journey. I say that the journey is beginning. It's hilarious that you're right. Like, I was literally like in the script I'm writing for the next video. That's like a line about I'm going to be taking you on a journey this year. Oh, fair enough. Wow. Just before you go, let me just find quickly this Multiplicity and Me documentary. If we actually put in husband as the search, we will get the documentary, maybe. We'll see. But, pardon me, I'm so sorry. What's his name? Gaz, the most Welsh lad name ever. What a boy. Gaz. Legend. Multiplicity and Me, Sunday night. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I just need to show you. I need to show you the edits. Now, I believe Jess has actually spoken about this disorder. I think she's spoken about this documentary since, and does have some issues with it. Like, they kind of pressured her and forced her into switching on camera, and I know that TV studios will do that shit. Wait, Alter's thoughts on Final Fusion. That's not what I was meant to click. That's not what I clicked. Is that like when Goku and Vegeta do a perfect fusion dance at last, and instead of turning into Vegito, finally achieve the form of Gogeta, and then they go Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and beat Omega Shenron, and it's like final Kamehameha times 1000. That's what she's talking about, right? Yeah. Sorry. I'm not taking the piss out of you, Jess, if you watch this. I think you seem like you could be a decent human being. I don't think you're the same as Chloe at all. I think you have been manipulated and lied to by some incredibly dangerous people.
He changed his mind since filming this and now does believe in DID. So that's good. Better late than never.
Give me the good stuff. Oh, wow. My laptop. My poor laptop does not like streaming. Give me the intro. I'm just going to have to watch like a few seconds, I think.
I've got JB, Jake, and Ollie on rank, so it's busy.
Dance to the club music. Where's the... there it is. There it is. Here we go. And I'm just going to turn the volume down. Oh my gosh. You're so annoying. I hate you, laptop. Laptop, I hate you. I wonder how many of you are still watching. Are you ready for this? Insane. Also, fuck, that's what I wanted to show you all. Do you all remember exactly what DissociaDID said when she switched on camera during the Anthony Padilla video? Do you remember how she acted and what she said? Yeah. If I told you she literally copied Jess word for word. I think I started playing a little bit too late. There's a bit where she basically says, oh, you're just going to have to find it because my laptop is actually killing me. Go watch this. It was actually quite interesting. There is a bit, also just before that bit I showed where she's like, there's just so much noise. And yeah, she just sounds exactly like, or rather, Chloe sounded exactly like Jess. Maybe that's just me being over conspiratorial. Maybe that's just what happens when you spend some time being therapized and diagnosed by Mr. Remy Macaroni. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. It's 10 o'clock over here. Been streaming an hour. Are you guys up for like another half hour? I've got something else that I wouldn't mind showing you and talking to you about, but only if you want. I didn't hear any sound, no music. You weren't meant to hear their music. It was meant to be me singing. Dating advice was so in-depth and awesome. Treat someone as if you cared about their thoughts and feelings. I have never come to that conclusion on my own. Yeah, boom. Right, what we feeling? Do a little bit more? Yeah, I think we're feeling a little bit more. Right. I'm just gonna, I've just got this on my phone. So you guys just get to watch me now for a bit, I suppose. And I'll read you some fun stuff. If you can follow along, if you want to. Why am I so awkward all of a sudden? Now the attention's on me. I don't like it as much. Also, I'm trying to use OBS and I genuinely don't know how to use OBS. It's so confusing to me. Transform. Reset. There we go. No, wrong one. Transform, reset. No, why is this so difficult? Transform, reset, transform. There we go. Hello. I'm back now. It's all me. Only thing that matters.
Oh my god.
The narcissism is showing. What we were saying in the chat. Oh, cool. Yeah, just talking about the copied graphics and stuff. Just yeah. I just think it's pretty cringe. Just pretty cringe just how much of DissociaDID's empire and brand is based upon Jess's, right down to the fact that it was originally Jess who was going to be in that Anthony Padilla interview, and then DissociaDID emailed the agent when she found out and snaked their way in there. A fascinating person. Such a good friend. Such a lovely person. All right. Are you guys ready for just pure insanity? Actual, pure insanity. I can't. I just can't.
What is it?
Oh, no.
What is it?
I feel like I should do this in another video. Maybe do this as another live stream. get it set up, because if you guys can't read along with what I've got on my phone, I don't think it will work properly. So stay tuned for either a live stream tomorrow that I'll announce, or the day after tomorrow. Dying. Basically, exploring and exposing the entire history of DID, exactly where the diagnosis was first theorized, originated, the doctors who created it and formulated it.
He did all this research and then realized he was wrong, and DID is actually real. So that's good, though. At least there you go.
We'll be having a look at founders and directors of the ISSTD and the ESTD.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That is enough of that. So, may I click on this tab, or are you not going to do that? Okay. So, yeah, I mean, let me try to make myself the full screen. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. I might make a video about Granddad's Lounge, just about what people are saying about him, just because I don't know, so I feel like a lot of other people won't know. I feel like at one point he was respected by the community, but based on the comments, it seems like people are kind of, they said, DID is not extreme borderline. Yes, very true. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to know, because, yeah, I mean, I think that he has a lot of good things to say, but then also some things that a lot of people wouldn't choose to say online. So anyways, make sure to let me know. No more Granddad's Lounge. Is that the vibe we're getting? Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you learned anything about DissociaDID. Subscribe, turn the bell on, and comment below when the video is uploaded. And thank you so much for joining me. Even if you don't like Granddad's Lounge, you're awesome. Thank you. Good night. Good night.